Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and don't mind me. Just passing through. Just passing through. Well, what the hell? Last time I thought I'd shut the door. Great. Okay. I can never tell what's going on. I leave it shut, I leave it open. I can't remember a bloody thing. Anyway, though, time to get started. Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and I forgot to put on my... I don't know where my bracelet is. How disappointing. Oh, shucks. I'm sorry. I forgot my bracelet this morning. I don't know where it went. I'm very disappointed and sad. So I'm going to have to locate that at some point today. Gosh, golly gee whiz. Anyway, though, it's a brand new day. I did not go walkies last night. I probably should have, but I didn't. But I did take a shower, so I'm freshly, cleanly showered. One thing I have been doing, I've discovered that it works out really well for me. I used to use just regular pillowcases on my pillows. You know, on my body pillows, I just use regular pillowcases because I have a body pillow for my back. You know, it's like 4 feet long, so that I don't lie flat on my back while I'm sleeping. I lean back against the body pillow. I have a pillow that I clutch so that my arms don't just fall and pull on my joints or have skin-to-skin contact, which you should not have. And so I've got a pillow that I clutch. And then for between my knees, I have a longer pillow, about like 2 feet, 3 feet long, that stretches from just above my knees to just past my feet. And that keeps my knees from going, ow, god damn, that hurt. Holy smokes, I should have figured. I mean, my hands are not good in any case, but holy smokes, that was like a big lack of thinking there. But it's like, you know, knocking and it hurts. So, and you want to minimize skin-to-skin contact. And so I have that pillow there, and then I have a head pillow. But yes, you want to minimize skin-to-skin contact, which means when you're sleeping, you know, your big floppy wet arm against your side, or your legs slapping together, stuff like that. That's not good. If you have skin-to-skin contact, you sweat, and then you have liquid between your skin surfaces. You are covered in microorganisms. It's terrifying. If you have just a petri dish, which is, you know, just that a dish that has the stuff that bacteria like to eat, it's called like agar, something like that. But if you just touch it, your hand to that, all the bacteria transferred from your hand to that petri dish will have a hand-shaped microorganism, just explosion of life across there. We are covered in microorganisms. And so when you have a nice, warm, moist environment with skin-to-skin contact, guess what happens? You get things like yeast infections, which is just yeast grows where it's warm and moist, and then you get red and itchy, and oh, you got this nasty stuff that's just, it gives off this nasty substance, and it's horrible, and you got to clear it up using actual medications. That's what happens, skin-to-skin contact, and that can happen here, if you're heavy enough, or if you're male or female, or, you know, anywhere in between. You know, that's what a jock infection is. If you have a yeast infection in your crotch, skin-to-skin contact, warm and moist. So, yeah, having a pillow while you sleep is actually a really good idea. Plus, it helps. You're not having the pulling and stressing on your joints. And so it's a good idea. I just thought I'd mention that. But the one thing I am doing, finally get back to it, I didn't forget. I've had pillowcases on my pillows for most of my life, but I'm trying all my life. I'm trying something new these past couple days. I am an oil factory. I have very dry skin, and yet I have very oily skin at the same time. So when I have a pillowcase, the pillowcase surface, which is, you know, just material, quickly gets oil on it. And if I don't change my pillowcases every single day, they get icky. So what I've been doing is I take a towel and I wrap my pillow in the towel. Now the towels I have are all soft and absorbent, and they're nice and soft against the side of my face. And they absorb the oil without getting nasty. And all I have to do is just flip and turn, move the towel to a different position, and it's been very comfortable. So yeah, if you came into my bedroom, you'd found that my pillow is not wrapped in a pillowcase, it's wrapped in a towel, because it's much more comfortable that way. And it absorbs my skin oils as I exude them, so thumbs up for that. It's fun and exciting being an oil factory. Because especially since, for the first time ever, I have a boil right here. Now, that's not the first time I've had a boil, but I've had a boil from the neck up. So I've got these, just a net of, my apologies. I don't know what it is. It's not a zit, it's like just an enlarged something inside under the skin. And then right here, I got an actual boil. Now, boil, I don't know if they're actual, really boils, like if you looked it up in the dictionary. But, you know, like a zit comes to a head and it wants to pop. These things don't. They're deeper underneath, still in the skin, still a skin infection, but they don't come up to the surface. They go raw, and then they get nasty and angry right down under here, but they don't pop, they don't burst. I guess that is kind of what a real boil is, because if you had a nasty boil back before, you had to go to the doctor and have it lanced, which is they just pierce deep into there to actually squeeze the stuff out so it would heal faster. Yeah, because it's that deep. You got to go underneath and through, but it's still in your skin. So thumbs up for that. So yeah, nice and gross there. It's itchy and it's healing. It's slowly, but it's I don't like it. So I just thought I'd gross you out with tales of my boil or something like that. So I had the spider last night that I talked about yesterday, where down in my bathroom, there I have my scale, and then in the area just above the scale in the corner of the wall, this little spider had built a nice little orb. Well, I had to take a shower and I wanted to weigh myself. So I got our fly swatter and I carefully got in there and I hooked her onto the, I wanted to make it seem like I was going to smack her, but no. And I scooped her up onto the plastic part of the fly swatter and I took her out to the sliding door and I put her outside. So I continue rescuing spiders. I mean, they may be killed and eaten within moments of going outside. That's the way life is. But it's better than the guaranteed squash that they're going to get if the housemates see them. And after I took a shower, I picked up some of my clothing that, of course, I had just taken off and dumped onto the floor. And then out from underneath scuttled this little black spider. And I went, oh no! And so I quickly gathered it up onto the fly swatter and rescued it. So I'm quite sure my housemates, if they know what I'm doing, probably think I'm absolutely crazy. But that's okay. Again, I don't like killing if I don't have to, so. And then last night, on the front of my monitor here, there was just this little tiny pinpoint baby spider that I was letting live, even though it was building a nest, you know, not a nest, a web, on the front of my monitor, and it was scooting all over the place. I mean, it literally was from one side to the other, and then up and down, and it was traveling all over on the front. And I was just watching it as I was watching videos, and then I let it stay there to see where it would be come morning time, and I don't know where it went. It went traveling, so there's a baby spider here somewhere in the room, or maybe eaten by a different thing. And that spider up there, still doing well. I haven't named her because I don't have that much of a parasocial relationship with her. I mean, she's just a spider, and I feel affectionate toward her, and when she dies or gets killed by something else, I'm going to feel sad. But life is life. Over there in the window, which I can't see it right now, so during the night it must have torn its web down and moved, or possibly just been killed and eaten by something else. But last night I was over by the window doing something, I can't remember what, and I looked up, and up in there's the sliding portion of the window that opens, and then there's the window part of the window, and over up in that portion was another spider, probably about that big, kind of a off-whitish color, and she looked pretty cool. But I said, well, good luck and have a good night, and then did my turning off lights and shutting down places, and then just let her go. But now she's not up there, so it looks like she just actually shifted position. It could probably a different spider. The web is gone, but up in the juncture between wall and ceiling above the window, there is another spider that kind of looks like that one, but the color is different, so it's probably a different one. Just up there in the juncture, so. The window's open because the cat still comes in and out. She only comes in and out now about once a day. I only see her once a day. If that, sometimes only once every 2 days. She leaps in, jumps in, runs over, demands food. I feed her, and then she jumps back out the window and is gone for another 30 hours. She's not slowed down. She just doesn't want to be with me. So it makes me really sad. But I'm going to keep feeding her, of course, whenever she shows up. She's my kitty and I love her. I just don't know what's going on with her. And I can't find out where she goes. Because looking out the window as she leaves, it's not a lot of space out there. So she's out and then has to jump, and then she's on the ground and then dashing. And if I dashed outside, she'd already be moved and gone. So I can't even find out where she goes. But it does make me sad. Past that, though, still just existing. As stated, I need to go out walkies more. I'm still at like 195. I haven't, in weight, of course, pounds. I don't know what that is in kilograms. Divide that by 2.2. But I don't like being this heavy. I don't like it anymore. I have been the lightest I have been in decades. In fact, the last time I weighed as little as I have weighed these past few years, I was under 20 years old. So it's been 30 some odd years I've been this thin. I'm my weight now, 195, that I was at my weight when I was 19, trying to get down to this weight so I could go into the Air Force. Because when I went into the Air Force at 19, I signed up and did all the stuff beforehand, but I went in 1982. And in 1982, if you were 5'11", which I am, you could be 196 pounds. Well, I'm under 196, and in fact, at 19, I had to fight to get down to 196, because even then, my weight had gone up into the 210s, the 220s, and I had to bring it back down to hit 196 so that I could make it into basic. And I'm still under that by a pound or two. I want to keep it that way. I don't like the idea of malnutrition and, I've got what's known as wasting through here, which is you can see the sinking in. I've got malnutrition. So I want to eat enough that I'm not malnourished, but I've got to not eat so much that I put on fat and not anything else. I don't want that to happen. I like being thinnish. I like being in good shape. I like having largely lean muscle, instead of the non-lean muscle that happens when you don't exercise. The more you exercise, the more your muscle becomes lean, and the more efficient it becomes, the better it works, and that's good stuff. I like that, especially my cardiovascular system. I like my heart being as healthy, I was going to say something weird, but as healthy as humanly possible. Thumbs up for that. I want to live, I'm shooting as a bare minimum for like 74, because otherwise I'm being robbed. But it's not up to me, my genetics, the outside world, but the stuff I can take care of, I want to take care of. So thumbs up for that. I was a little bit iffy on my ASMR thing I did yesterday. I couldn't keep my voice whispery enough. One of the things I found that I try to do for ASMR is I found that there was something my wife really liked. She had difficulty hearing me. But if we were sitting right next to each other and I spoke in that ASMR whisper, my chest just rumbles. I mean, it is a deep rumble. I'm not speaking here. I'm speaking down here. My entire chest just rumbles. And, well, sir, I bet I am. And it's just bizarre. So if you're sitting next to me, you would just be barely able to hear, but able to feel this low buzzing rumble from, of course, this warm object, me. She really liked that. And so I just try to do that. But the problem is, of course, you get too loud and the voice comes up out of here, up into here, and that's the struggle, is to keep it down here. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. And this time I actually did open up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Not reading the comments right now. I am not, well, I mean, I'm going to read them later. Thumbs up to each one I do, answer as many as I can. But for right now, just thanking you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And of course, even though I count in American Sign Language, I get lost with my depression, fibro, and more. Oy vey. So yes, unlike yesterday when I had to call it up, I actually have it here. So Wimpy Denton, thank you very, very much. Lil Rosie ASMR, thumbs up and thank you. I need to find a public domain thing that's long enough. Jack Bassendale. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Excuse me. And greatly appreciated. Angel Killer, greatly appreciated. Denial, thumbs up and thank you. JM Boy, thumbs up and thank you very much. Goat Pack, thumbs up. Brandon Rock, greatly appreciated. ASAP Frostbite, thumbs up and thank you. We have Peter Gray, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, thumbs up and thank you very much. Maria Marcella, thank you very much, greatly appreciated. That's okay, I understand why you did that. Tall Dude 123, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, yo. And Kairoom Boss, or Kairoom Boss, where am I? Kairoom Boss, thumbs up and thank you. Matthew Nichols, greatly appreciated. I'm a god at Fortnite. My name is Jeffrey the Moose. Well, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kit's Cat, greatly appreciated. And then we have, oh boy, Esau Nagar, thumbs up and thank you so very much. Blau Grand, thumbs up and thank you. Lord Lobster Juice. I like the name. Thumbs up and thank you. They call me skinny. Oh boy, I forgot already, so I'm going to go with 4. I always have trouble with that switch, and it drives me nuts. Adrian Bryan, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. Greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and it is appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I also have a PayPal link down below if you wanted to contribute, but didn't like any of the other links. I also have an Amazon wish list if you wanted to support me in that fashion without actually sending me any money. I have cat food, hamster food, silly stuff, non-silly stuff, all sorts of things. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not. Yeah, I got it right. I do not feel entitled. I always get it backwards, so I had to make sure. But, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I got to come up with a better ending that way so that I don't get confused. I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence, and of course if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Terrifying in its implications. Well, son of a gun, I got this video, I got a video I need to record and such. I'm doing more editing in my videos again, and so hopefully that's a good thing. So you take care, have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And I'm not so worried about these things. It used to be I had to hit 20 minutes exactly. Now if I'm over, that's fine. And now if like today I'm short, that's fine too.